Hello, my name is Puddleduck and welcome back to my nostalgic Minecraft series here in Minecraft version beta 1.8.1. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a boat, like this one, which is slightly stuck on the ice by the looks of things. Come back. There we are. Off we go. And we're going to be visiting Navy Norris's area once again. I've caught wind that he may have some things that we have no way of obtaining in our part of the world, which I would be most interested in seeing. So I'm going to go see what I can find. I'm going to go have a rummage amongst his things. Is that the lighthouse coming into view? I think it is. Yes, it is, slowly rendering in. It is always interesting to see through the world the mine shafts that we can't get access to. There we are. We are in the new part of the world. As it has a bit of a fit. Can we get around? It's not... I was hoping that was an island so I could, you know, like go around it, but oh Christ, the world is having a bit of a fun time with the whole rendering thing. Anyway, this is the way to go. Avoiding hitting land. And we're off. Hopefully we don't run into a massive wall, because I can foresee us doing that. Because that's the sort of thing that I do, because I'm really good at games. Not really sure why the world is being so stroby. But anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine once we get out of the boat, because sometimes like the strange issues like this are caused by being in a boat. Or just the fact that we're travelling faster than we can walk. So we've got the swamp up ahead, which means next left is Navy Norris's area. There we are. Starting to get his brand new, I don't think I've shown you these on video before, he's got some city walls. And there's the lighthouse just within the city walls. So because I'm a nice visitor, I will pull up outside the walls and use the gate. His tree farm is, in fact, I think that tree right there might have just grown. I might be wrong, though. Wonderful, we didn't even break our boat. Makes a nice change. Anyway, let's go inside and see what we can find. Some... Okay, these trees are growing, but they're growing like this. That is really weird. Like, those two, I think, grew... That one... It's because we're in the chunk. I want to know why these trees are growing so... strangely. Anyway, by the time we leave, I'm sure a good number of those will have grown. Okay, so there's a well that you can't jump into there. What else can I think to steal? Oh yeah, this is the jail. I remember that. Farm. Okay. Ooh, there we are. That is what I wanted. I have heard that he has a melon farm, which were new for beta 1.8.1. But you can only really get the seeds from. We can get the seeds from like dungeons. I just want to take some seeds, really. They'll do, and I'll take those as well. But yeah, you can only really get the seeds from newly spawned dungeons or the mine shafts, which are only in the new terrain. So in this part of the world, you can get them. In my part of the world, you can't. But I'm sure he won't mind me taking like 2 seeds and some melons, which I can craft into seeds. So we now have 12 seeds and 14 melons. But yeah, I'm sure he won't mind that at all. And if he does, he can fight me for them. He's not getting them back. Although he has handily, if you remember from last time, he's prepared a grave for me, so... There, he's prepared a grave for my hopes and dreams. And perhaps even my mortal being as well. But anyway, I'm sure he'll be grateful that we've helped his tree farm grow a bit, because we loaded up the chunks. Although some weird stuff is happening with the trees, which I want nothing to do with, so we'll be leaving forthwith. Of course, this new acquisition, so to speak, gives us a new farm to build. I don't think it can be an automated farm, because if you were to use like pistons to push the melons, it doesn't break them like it would with wheat or anything, or water. Just water would just flow over them, and pistons would just push the block. So that isn't a valid way of harvesting them. I don't think there is any automated way. So we're gonna have to build like a nice, accessible farm. But that's no bother. We can do that. Perhaps in a future episode, we might pick out the location for it today when we get back. We'll see how much time we have. But yeah, we now have melon seeds. I mean, literally every other form of food we have is better, but it's just nice to have another type. And I will do some more work on that, I promise. Right, let's try and get up here. Yes, we have mounted over the exploded island. And the sun is on its way down, which is perfectly fine because we are nearly home. There's our first bridge coming into view, which means we can step off the boat at the ice sheet just short of the bridge. For now, I have actually started breaking up some of the ice that would prevent us sailing up the river. I think these need marking with torches or something, because I could quite easily just hit them as I'm sailing in. But anyway, under the bridge we go. And stopped. And we didn't even smash up our boat. But yeah, I'll show you what I've done so far. I've just started breaking up some of the ice, and I've outlined what I want to cut out for now under this bridge. Because I don't want to like remove all of the ice. I want to melt like as if there was some spring melting. So there'll still be some ice around the edges, but there'll be a navigable channel through to there, all the way from there. Which also means once we can get to that bit, you can use the canal underneath the main village itself to get to the main body of water on the other side. But that's besides the point. I probably should mention I've connected up some more pathways here. So this leads to the road that comes off of that bridge, and you can also follow it around to the pathway that goes to the blacksmiths, which is nice. I just like it. So basically this entire body of water is entirely encircled by roads and pathways, which I think is nice. I like infrastructure. If you've not noticed that, I like building things that make my life a little bit better and makes the place look a bit more organised, that kind of thing. But let's go to sleep, because we want to get a little bit of shut-eye and make the whole world a lot brighter. Basically, this part of the world isn't that dark, to be fair, because everything is backlit by something. I'm liking how the treehouse is starting to look. I might need to widen out the base, though. We can look at that in the future. Okay, we have woken up. Where do we want to put our melon farm? Now, I think, as I just showed, although I am going to have to deal with this creeper on the way to show you. So let's just tag him, and good night, my friend. Didn't even drop any gunpowder, the selfish bastard. There was another one. We'll take care of this one with just our sword. Although he did give us some gunpowder, so he was a much kinder individual. He is a far better team player. But I think, in order to not clutter anything up too badly, I think the best place where we could build our melon farm would be on the newly flattened terrain up here. Because with the melons, what you need is a block with the actual plant on it and then an empty space next to it. So melon farms tend to be quite narrow. So this space here seems to be like a good place to do it. Or we could go for like down there, or maybe even there behind the other farm. But I think up here would be good, and we can maybe like build this out a little bit if we need to, and have some cobblestone supported embankment, which would look good, I think. And it would also make good use of this large expanse of flat space that I've created, so that I don't need to taper it down to make it look good. Speaking of flat space, this needs covering up. This was previously hillside, but where I dug out this to be a level pathway, it's obviously had to... I used some explosives as well, because I really couldn't be bothered to actually break each individual block. But yeah, I think that's pretty much decided. It's going to be around this part of the world, which also means it will grow if the chunks for the regular farm, the wheat farm, are loaded into the world. Which means that we don't have to worry about, oh, only one of our farms is ready. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Anyway, I think this is as good a place as any to end today's episode. I've been receiving a couple of comments with suggestions of what to do in the future, which I'm most grateful for. I've definitely taken those on board and we'll be starting to look at those. If you have any other comments for what you'd like to see me do in future episodes of this series, please do let me know. If you liked the video, please do use the thumbs up down below. If you didn't like the video, please likewise use the comments section and tell me why, but you can also use the thumbs down button to express your dislike that way. I've just spotted something over here I need to fix. And if you want to be notified of future episodes in this series or any other that I make, please do subscribe to my channel. I will be most grateful. So lastly from me, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.